Okay, the storm had hit up here in Eau Claire, Chippewa Falls, around 2:30 in the afternoon. I was sent home real close to 2 o'clock, more like 1:45, so... But, the thing is, like with today, I got work 10 to 6, and I don't know if Andrew showed up. I don't see his vehicle here parked, but it doesn't mean anything that his parents dropped him off here or not, you know. But if he didn't show up, it's gonna be good for me, because then they'll probably want me, which I could say bad if there's bad snowstorms like this again, which there probably will be. They want me to frickin' open. I have no problem with opening. I like it better than closing. But even with today, depending on if Jake shows up or not, on whether if they send me home early or not. I think Dan will show up, so... And right now, it really isn't that busy, and there's going to be a Packer game at noon, so I am figuring it's going to be dead as a doorknob. So, like I said, with that being said, that's going to be dead as a doorknob. I think that's going to be the real thing. You know, I just don't see it getting any busier than this. So, but sadly, it is just the truth, too. Like I said, if Jake shows up or not, you know, still, they could send me home at 4 o'clock today or 5 o'clock. I think I'll be sent home early, because I'm thinking Dan Scanlon, he is technically still a cart pusher. I think he is scheduled probably for 11 to 8. And, you know, he'll show up. So, and I think that even if Jake calls in and not shows up, they'll have him probably do the closing cart pusher. You know. But yeah, the roads are terrible. Now I gotta worry about, you know, when I am done at work, is trying to get back home safely. You know. It's going to be a long drive to Chippewa Falls from Eau Claire. But that's where I've been trying to push DVR to helping me get a job real close. And they want me to apply, obviously, like I told you guys, at McDonald's. And I'm like, well, I don't only stay there for 5 years, and I would look for a different job again. Now, you can't really say that to McDonald's at an interview. At any of the McDonald's that's technically in Chippewa, there's only 2. Because they'll be like, oh, You're gonna quit us anyway if we hire you in so many years. Well, then you don't really need you here. Because you will be leaving us anyway. So, but yeah. I can't say 100% sure if they'll send me home at 4, let alone if they'll send me home at 5. Or I'll be staying here until 6, who knows. But only time will tell, and like I said, I would still get the first break and the lunch break. Yesterday they gave me my first break and my lunch, then they just skipped the last break and sent me home. That's how it happened. But you didn't see, it's still snowstorming basically, but I don't see it getting really that super busy today, honestly. So, yeah, if Andrew didn't show up and I showed up, I'm gonna look good though, but, I then would have to worry about is Jake gonna show up. So, like, I hate to say to Menards, it's like, if they would have treated Stacy Edwards better and Dakota Frank better, I think they still would have been here. But the sad thing to say, and I think Dakota would agree with me, if he was still working at Menards, they would have had him coming out and helping me push carts in Sedan during the week. He would have been out here pushing carts. That tells you some things. Like I said, they tell me that they could still put me on the register. They never have. And like I said, it's been about almost a year since I've been on a register. So I'm going to say this. You can't go saying that you're going to do something when you're not really going to. But here's the thing. I'll be fucking laughing if Andrew didn't show up. I'll tell you that right now, but like I said, then again, his parents could have dropped him off. Which means when they do send him home, he might have to call his folks to pick him up. Which I'm sure they would, But my main thing to do, I think, once I get done, is just to head home safely. Like I said, yeah, it would be nice if they did send me home at 4 instead of 6. I mean, yeah, you lose 2 hours again, but, you'd be able to get home at least. Because, like I said, I'd have to drive down that other 53 with a bunch of stop-and-go lights to get home safely. Not the other one with no stop-and-go lights, because, on the one with no stop-and-go lights, people drive reckless on there, and I don't want you in a car wreck. So, yeah, so I'm going to have to pray to get home safely, and You know, once I get home, I'm gonna sit home. I'm probably not gonna really go anywhere on my day off tomorrow because I don't know how the roads are gonna be. And now Arnie's yelping at me about things cost, and I'm like, Arnie, you gotta look at it from my point of view. You know, I needed all them bottles for my brakes. And it's like after December's over, you gotta realize this too, my hours could plummet. I ain't gonna do that much craft projects right now just because, you know, I gotta really clean up that room that I had to do my crafts in mainly is because of things. But, you know, yeah. Because, and then I gotta print off that USDA home loan application, fill that out, and then look for the USDA in Menominee, Wisconsin's mailing address. So this way I can mail it out to them and everything.